Brady, always great to have you with us here on Extra 1360. Are you more nervous or more excited when you're coaching in spring football games?
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. John, excited and nervous, to be honest with you. But, the team, we had a draft on Tuesday, the upperclassmen drafted by position. So I think we've got a pretty good competitive teams. There's some guys who like to see them play in this environment and how they play. Really excited about seeing some of the young guys who have made some strides. And then, also, the big thing is, we got three quarterbacks that are really battling it out and doing a good job, been very competitive. They've all three of them have had really good days, and all three of them have had some days that they'd like to get through. So we're excited about it, excited that we got to have a spring. So all good here.
Yeah, and on those quarterbacks, that competition you're talking about, Lucas Johnson, Jordan Brookshire, the two returners, the sophomore transfer, Jalen Maiden. Is anybody separating from the pack, or is this an even race?
I think Rich, I think it's as close to even as you can get it. I do think that, I think Lucas has had some days that have been really, really good. And, after saying that, there's also been a couple days where I think Jordan has done a really nice job. So, for us, that competition will go through the summer and the competitiveness. We evaluate them every day on everything that we do. So that position being as important as it is, I think to see their growth during the summer and what they do, we're really excited about it.
Brady Hoke joining us right now on Extra 1360. We're going to be joined, by the way, by Jeff Hecklinski, San Diego State's offensive coordinator, in about 15 minutes. Kurt Maddox, the DC on the Mesa as well, will join us coming up at 2:30. Typically, Brady, in terms of announcing a starter, that's something you wouldn't need to do until what, just a couple of weeks out, maybe in the midst of fall camp?
Yeah, most likely. I would say, 10 to 14 days within fall camp. We ought to be able to do that. I do believe that, I think with Jalen Maiden, I think some of it is just learning a new system, John, terminology, all those kind of things.
How's the health of the roster? That's the most important thing during spring ball, is just keeping everybody on the field. How's that gone so far?
It really has been pretty good. You look at, Rashad Scott, obviously, he was out for the whole spring, and I think he had some depth and experience within special teams and also as a safety. We held a couple guys out now and then. We had a couple guys who were contact traced, but were, negative as far as the COVID. And so, as we worked through it, I think the players did a nice job. I think the coaches did a nice job, and they're fired up. They're either going to eat steak on Monday or hot dogs. Winners and losers.
So Brady, this is not a scrimmage. This is a game, and your quarterbacks are fully live this afternoon, right? No. We've
gone live with them throughout the spring, but we decided that for the spring game, they've had enough live work. They've been hit enough. They've been punched in the face and all those things. So we thought that for this game, we won't make them live, which means I've got to have a quick whistle.
Okay. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, because defense usually comes together before offense. I mean, that's typically how it looks during the spring and fall camp. Is that the case? Has your defense been flying around and your offense is still sort of learning the ropes and trying to come together as a unit?
Yeah, I think the offense has made some really good strides. But I also believe defensively, because of the guys who have played a number of snaps, particularly in the front seven, you got some guys with some real experience, and so I would say the defense definitely is a little bit of ahead.
Coach, we've talked about the fact throughout this spring camp that you have a loaded running back room. What are your expectations for that group here today and also moving forward? Someone like Jalen Armstead, I know you've mentioned him a couple of times, but what do you hope to see from him today and what's he capable of providing to you, not just in 2021, but moving forward?
Yeah, I think, we are very fortunate, when you look at where we're at with our tailbacks and F-backs, really not a fullback, but I think we're fortunate. I think Hoke does a great job within that room. Jalen, I will really be interested to watch him today because he'll get a significant number of snaps, from Greg Bell, Chance Bell. Keegan's had a very good spring. Jordan Bird, some of the different things we can do with him has been really productive. And Lucky Abinger is a young freshman. He's shown some real things that he can help this team, either in that room or also on the special teams.
When we think back to the fall, so many restrictions, so many obstacles with COVID-19, the pandemic sweeping through the nation, you guys handled all of that extremely well. What's the transition been like going from the fall with all that into a less restrictive spring with the team?
Yeah, Rich, it's been a little bit less, obviously. I think, as we move forward, the big thing still is we have not had the ability to have actual meetings. In-person meetings have been hard to come by, just because of the social distancing and all those things. Obviously, we would like that aspect. I know when I was a player and I was a coach, I liked, or in my coaching, I should say, you like to look in the guys' eyes. You like to really have great conversations with them and teaching. And I think we're doing as well as anybody, doing it virtually. But I do think you miss a little bit, and hopefully we'll be there by August.
Where do you turn your attention, Coach, after spring football ends? You and your coaching staff, your players, what do you focus on to get yourself ready for fall camp?
Yeah, well, we go into finals in 2 weeks. So the guys, because we pushed back starting date a little bit, we'll have on Monday, we'll have a steak and hot dog dinner that the losers will eat hot dogs and the winners will eat steaks. And then we've been having some evaluation meetings, individual and by group, which have been really, really good because, peer pressure seems to do something when you look at, how guys perform, and when you got a guy who's really performing well and comes to work every day in your room positionally, it means something when they say something to somebody who maybe isn't in that top 10 like you want them to be.
I like this. I like a lot of what you guys do. Tough, competitive, fun. That's the way football should be. Good luck, good health through the spring game, certainly, and we look forward to talking to you in the future, Coach.
Sounds great, guys. And if Fernando Tatis would like to come over and play safety, we got a spot for him.
I'm sure
we'll put in the work.
I'm sure they love that. Coming off the shoulder. I think he's available for you. Maybe 15 snaps this afternoon.
Doesn't that make sense, John?
It makes sense. It makes sense.
The best athlete in San Diego County.
Just save a steak for him. I think he wants a steak either way.
Let's be on the winning side.
You got it.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck. We'll see you this afternoon. We'll be out there.